I was just sitting down to do my daily planning, and I got this harebrained idea or thought in my mind, and I started wondering if I could put everything that is in this notebook into my Erin Condren as far as the week view goes. So bear with me for a second. I want to go back in time just a little bit. So in about 2014, I entered the planner community and I got an Erin Condren Life Planner. Back then, I used their vertical layout. I still love that layout dearly, but I am also very fond of this hourly layout. And it used to be my only planner. Then in about 2016, I added a personal size ring-bound planner to complement my life planner. And then in about 2019, I switched from my ring-bound planner to a traveler's notebook. And this is the duo that I've sort of been in since then. But I was thinking back to the days when I only used my Erin Condren Life Planner. And I know if I used like a daily duo, I would have plenty of room, especially the 7x9 size. That's like a massive amount of space for one day. But I really like seeing my whole week at one time. And I don't know why, I just wondered like where I'm at in my life, my stage of life, and with my planning and what I have to keep track of. Would it even be possible to put everything in this planner? And I say that because typically what I do is I'll film this plan with me and I'm kind of all set up for the week as a general overview, but I don't go back and add a lot of detail to these pages in retrospect, like once the week is over. And I just wondered if I use this more for everything, could I even fit everything on these weekly pages is my question. So I thought we would give that a go. I'm just kind of flipping back through here, looking at where I had things, how much blank space I have to kind of gauge if it's even a possibility. So yeah, we're gonna try this. I think I'm also gonna update my daily pages here. Maybe, we'll see how much time we have, I guess. Okay, so let's look at the current week. And I filmed this plan with me this weekend here, I think on Friday. And I have, the video will probably go live on Thursday. As I'm filming this video, it is now Monday after school. So can I go back in and put everything that happened today in this column? And I think some of that obviously depends on how many stickers I use. That's going to impact, and where I place things. So I can tell you, I did have another meeting that I forgot about until I got to work and started talking with some of our administrators. So I need to add that to this 2 o'clock time slot for sure. So that was something that took up, like an event. It took up part of my day, a good chunk of it. And then before this, as I was driving on speakerphone, I did a parent phone call update. So I would have to put that in. And to keep this honest, technically, I would want to see if everything that I put on these daily pages fits here. I hope that makes sense. So I'm going to be pretty thorough, and it's going to be a lot of information, but I want to compare as much as I can apples to apples. So that took up a sliver of time for me as well. Just worked out that I did that as I was driving and then before I went into the building for this meeting. Okay, let's talk about to-do tasks. So I think that this would be all, well, actually, I lied, because this practice is not happening now, and my husband is going fishing. So what I would like to do is still see that the plan was there and that we just changed it. So I'm going to use one of these canceled stickers, and then I'm going to use one of these squiggles to mark that my husband is fishing. All right, now let's go back to the to-do items. I can also put in the dinner plans, which tonight is going to be takeout. And then since I used a lot of these ombre boxes already for scheduled tasks, I thought I could use the dots off of this header to put in my to-do items in between. And I think I will use maybe some green so that I can actually check this off. So this, between this and this, I had to rearrange my schedule with a teacher in the office and regarding my son's pickup time. So we can mark that off. And then after this meeting, I had another parent contact that I had to make. And that happened. And then I did some file work in preparation for my outplace meeting. And now we will put in the filming. And to save space, I'll just put content work because after this, I have some other content that I need to edit and upload. So that is going to be it for this Monday. In retrospect, I think is what I want to put down. Let's see how this is going to go. I'm kind of going through this with you guys as it's happening. Again, this just occurred to me. So now let's see how the planning changes if I go over to my traveler's notebook, and I'll kind of reference this. And put my blue pen out of the way so I don't grab that one by accident. Okay, so this was yesterday. I haven't finished my journaling I can put in my sleep for the night. The time change is killing me. So not as much sleep as per usual, or as I would normally get, but that's okay. And graph that and turn the page for Monday. So I had already started on, I think yesterday, on Sunday, putting in some of the things that I needed to do. And this is what typically happens, is that I am overly ambitious with my to-do list, because this did not happen, this did not happen, and this did not happen. So I can already migrate those forward for the next day. I also did not do this or this or this. I did do this. So one thing. And I didn't have my schedule planned, and this was another fail. I took my work section out of this planner, and I've been using a Hobonichi Weeks for work, another planner confession. And since I didn't take the time to write out my schedule for today, last night, I forgot about that outplace meeting today, which, you know, not a horribly big deal because it's during my work day and, you know, it works out. But it just really annoys me when I forget things, to be honest, which is why I use planners. So let's write in the schedule. I'm going to skip some space here because I have to put those other to-dos that I already put here in here. Okay, so I had an 8:30 and a 10:30 and a 2 o'clock and then we had Taekwondo practice. And we're just going to put PM, no specific time, on fishing. So when I go back through here, I use my bullet journal signifiers. This really helps for future scheduling if something's canceled, so I can go back and see that these 2 meetings happened. This meeting happened. We did not go to Taekwondo, so I'll put a line for canceled, and my husband did go fishing. The other things that I need to add to my to-do list, which are really to done, since I'm filming this in retrospect, we did pickup times, and I did file work. And over here, I will put a started for filming for this video. And typically, for whatever reason, probably just out of habit, I don't put my meals in here. But I think listing them with the schedule would be a good use of space. So I'm going to put my lunch in here. And I'll go ahead and put our dinner plans in here as well, even though they haven't happened. And then we will go into gratitude. So this is one thing that this traveler's notebook setup definitely has the advantage of compared to this. And that is I have room in addition to these to-dos and the schedule that I already have here. This planner has room for gratitude, which I guess I could put my gratitude on the bottom of this. I might go back and do that here in a minute. But this has room for journaling, which is what this planner is probably not going to have. So I have been doing journaling in here along with pictures, and the pictures would take up even more of these planning columns. And I didn't even think about this till I just glanced down. I do my sleep tracker and my energy tracker on here, which I don't have on here. So far it looks like this is winning for space of all the extras. I think this definitely has enough room for me to do my appointments and my high level to-do tasks, but I'm not sure about all the extra things that I like to have in my planner. I don't know why the thought occurred to me to even think about this, but I thought I would talk through everything with you guys. So let me finish up my gratitude for the day. Okay, let's go ahead and put in my graph here as well. So typically I go 2 spaces over from the center column and draw a line that way. This little card is from Cloth and Paper, by the way. And then my x-axis. And we do a energy tracker a few times in the day, just as a general overview. And then I put my sleep tracker above that. Okay, I think for now, that's where we're gonna end on the to-dos and the content and the schedule and the gratitude. That gives me this much room for pictures and journaling, which again, I feel good about in this planner. But I do think that I have room for the gratitude on the bottom of this, but I want to use a sticker. This is a very old sheet, an icon sheet. This has mixed icons, but the black goes with this kit, and I can put it down here with a little heart just to signify gratitude. So I'm going to copy that same gratitude over here. Okay, so the experiment starts on Monday. I don't know if I'll take the time to film this process of putting everything from the day in both planners. I might just do that for this Monday and then shoot a before and after picture and post it on my Instagram for like Monday through Wednesday, so you can really see how things compare from planner to planner. Thought that might be fun to look at and maybe consider. I know it's March, so Erin Condren life planners typically launch in April or May, and we're starting to think about those academic start planners and, you know, how things fit. Do you need a weekly? Do you need a daily? Do you need multiple planners? And so forth. So thank you for joining me on my planner shenanigans and following along. If you have questions or comments about how this worked out for Monday, let me know. I'd love to chat with you in the comments. Thank you guys, and I'll see you back next time.